Alright, so a couple days ago, I put my 2 weeks notice in at Wendy's, so I'm finally going to be leaving. And I guess I'll just share a little bit about my experience at Wendy's. So I've been working there for like a year and a half, probably, maybe a little more. And yes, I did get hired at another place, another fast food called Five Guys. And just right off the bat, it seems like Five Guys is like way more enjoyable as opposed to Wendy's. So one thing I'll say about Wendy's is they are probably, I don't know if this is with only this Wendy's or it's with all Wendy's, but they are extremely unorganized as opposed to most normal fast food places. So I have a couple friends that work at McDonald's, and I also have a friend that works at Five Guys, which is why I wanted to get hired there because you know it's always going to be more enjoyable to work with a friend. And basically, at these two fast food places, they have an app that gives you a schedule, and that's pretty normal. But with Wendy's, on the other hand, they have a paper schedule, and you have to go inside, call them, or text a manager to get the schedule. And yeah, it's okay, it works. But yeah, it could just be a lot more like organized to have it on like an app because you can just like open the app, see every single day that every single person is working and not have to go through the process of calling them, driving to the place that you work at and getting the schedule, taking a picture, and then leaving, wasting a lot of time because I know most people don't want to do that. And the problem with calling them is that usually they like for some reason, I don't know why, but they just tell you when to come in. Like they never actually give you the schedule for some reason. And I guess the other option would be that you could text the managers what the next schedule is. But the only problem with that is you don't know when the managers are working. So that's a pretty big problem. And another thing I wanted to say about why they're so unorganized is because I don't know why, but they give their schedules out like basically same week that you're working. So it'll be like Sunday, and you still won't have the next schedule, which is I think that's a pretty big problem. I think by Sunday you should definitely have the next week's schedule, but that is not the case with Wendy's. I've been working on Monday, and they didn't have the next week's schedule ready. So you can see why that's a little bit of a problem because I could be working Monday, and then I could also be working Wednesday. And to give you an idea, they make the new schedule every Wednesday, so Wednesday is like the start of the next schedule. And if you're working Monday and they don't have the schedule ready, you only have 2 days in advance to know if you're working on Wednesday. So that's a pretty big problem that Wendy's has. And from what Five Guys was telling me is that they should be doing it at least minimum 2 weeks in advance. And that's exactly why you give a 2 weeks notice. So that is like a huge problem that I have with Wendy's. And fortunately, Five Guys does not have that problem. So that's kind of just one of the reasons why. And another smaller reason why I wanted to switch to Five Guys is because, like I said, my friend works there. So it's going to be a lot more, I'll have someone to talk to at least that works there. And the problem with Wendy's, which again, it's not, I don't have a problem with it per se, but it's just like a little bit of a thing that makes me not necessarily want to work there as much. And it's that everybody that works there is like 30 to 40 to 50 years old. They're all way older than me. They all talk to each other, and I'm just over there just doing my own thing, not really talking to anyone. And it's just like, like I said, I don't have a problem with it, but it's going to be a lot more enjoyable to be around people that are my age, where I can talk to them about like college and like school and like other things. It's just more enjoyable. So that's another one of the reasons why I wanted to go to Five Guys. And Five Guys, literally the first person that greeted me when I walked in was someone that was my age. So it's a lot. I can just tell it's going to be a little bit more enjoyable as opposed to Wendy's. But yeah, I feel like Five Guys will be a much better place than Wendy's, and I think I'll like it a lot more. So I'll probably make another video in the future about my experience at Five Guys and how it's going to go at the start. But yeah, that's kind of all I really wanted to talk about, so thank you for watching.